This video is called Few Special Exceptions, and it is dedicated to a very special young woman who I've talked to quite a bit and who I believe is an example of a good woman. Now, let's talk about bad women first. Oh, here it is, what I was looking for. Here is what I was looking for. Magically, I turned to it. Alright, so, first of all, the highlighted part says Apollo destroys the python. Now, for those of you who do not know, the oldest religious artifact found to this point is the python head found in Africa, dating back to, 70,000 years ago. Here's another highlighted part. I forgot to bookmark. Okay. So yes, I appreciate everything that Angel, has said and has been there for me. She's a very, very great woman. And I'm sorry that, things are the way they are. So, the Masons, according to Albert Pike, the leading authority on Masons, who's no longer alive, to win wealth, to subjugate men by our intellect, the very elements by our audacity, to succeed, to prosper, to thrive. Thus it is according to the general understanding that one fights well the battle of life. Okay, so it says life is a battle at the top, and to fight that battle heroically and well is the great purpose of every man's existence, who is worthy and fit to live it all. So they're basically saying that people who don't get wealth and don't subjugate men with their intellect are inferior forms of life, and they're not fit to live. This was the basics of eugenics, and I'll cover that in a 5 or 6 part masonry series to start the review of Albert Pike's book. More to come. If I die before, I'll release it probably Friday or Saturday, the 5th or the 6th. If I die before that, then you know where to look. you know who's to blame. All right, so I just came out with this list, right? 7 groups of spiritually challenged spiritually challenged people. People I have not highlighted in my spiritual bottom feeder list. I'll just read you who they are and a quick justification. Controlled opposition politicians, leading people astray, eugenics, and enforcing social norms. I forgot to put comments there, but it's okay. Secret societies, they are without any doubt to blame for social norms, the direction of the world, eugenics, and worse. Mental health workers, abortion clinic staff chosen for eugenics, drugging people for social norms, psychiatric abuse, and attacking religion, and more. 500,000 people die in Western countries alone. Over 500,000 people from psychiatric meds. Military and intelligence agencies chosen for killing to advance the New World Order cause, torture, sexual morality, and psyops. Now, before you start crying about, these are spiritually challenged people. There are few exceptions who rise to the occasion and manage to be pretty good people, even though they are in the bottom half of these groups. Say maybe 3 through 7. The bottom 5 of them. Law enforcement, chosen for the code of silence, enforcing for the 1%, police brutality, and siding with psychiatry. Now, the reason why I put these below mental health is because mental health actually drugs people based on what is socially normative. They go after people who haven't committed a crime or haven't been labeled terrorists or that the country's not at war with. Okay, but they're almost, military intelligence agencies collaborate with these people. All these people collaborate together. Pedophiles, I put, do I really have to explain? Conformists, they basically back up all these groups of people. So when you create a society where Masonry values these, certain things, money, power, people in positions of power, it proves there's a Masonic conspiracy. That's the way they think. They've set up a system where they help each other with knowledge, secrets, not just, religious secrets or esoteric and occult secrets for the initiate, but also secrets in general. Who's this person dating? What does this person like to eat? And how do you win over this person? We're going to help you get this person. We're going to help you get this job. and so on. It's in their line of thinking to use their quote-unquote intellect to be tricky and manipulative to get what they want, you know, the struggle of life. And they think that they have a higher moral system so that they're going to help each other achieve these goals because they think it's better for the world, and that they're the architects of our destiny, our fate, and of the future, and the present, and the past, really, to a certain extent. So, you know, there's many women in the Eastern Star, in, you know, Rainbow Girls, and different Masonic organizations going back to Annie Besant, who was in the Fabian Society. Okay, she was a speaker, common speaker, respected speaker in the Fabian Society, which is the people who have the code. Their coat of arms used to be a wolf in sheep's clothes. She was a socialist. She was also secular society speaker. I think I have it written down there. Oh yeah. Okay. She was a theosophist, women's rights activist, writer, and orator. Then she became a prominent speaker for the National Secular Society. She was a leading speaker for the Fabian Society and the Marxist Social Democratic Federation. So this is a very special video that I'm dedicating to a very special person, because in it I've really exposed Masonry, and it leads up to a very special series that definitively proves that Masons are part of a great conspiracy. They're responsible for eugenics and controlling all the major movements we see in society, and that they worship Lucifer, okay, as part of you know, believing that you need to consider all arguments, all the different gods, and that there's secret society Jews and Gentile pagans that date back to King Solomon's temple, according to Mackey and others, who, you know, are responsible, or I mean, excuse me, who are responsible for Masonry as we know it, and they really wish to destroy religion and bring back this kind of pagan initiate sort of New Age, you know, New Age derived from the Old Age pagan schools of thought type of religion, which, you know, if you really break it down, it's an overall attack on Christianity. So yes, and of course, Annie Besant was a British socialist, and of course, Masonry is in England, and she was also helped open the first Masonic lodge. Human duty. Another thing is that she helped establish the Central Hindu College, and in 1922 helped establish the Hyderabad National College in Mumbai, India. So she was also interested in this Buddhist kind of Indian and Hindu philosophies, these Eastern philosophies that you see so prevalent in mental health. You know, she also helped set the stage for eugenics, whether the secret societies want to admit that or not. Again, thank that angel for all the interesting conversations we've had, and I wish that person the best. And this video is dedicated to her. Thank you.